30 years ago, a small fire burned in the basement of the most glorious house ever known. 4.5 billion years in development, the house was a shocking masterpiece of beauty and bounty. We stand in that house right now. The fire in humanity's basement was started by an invisible gas pouring out of smokestacks and tailpipes around the planet. And those who knew this fire best said, "Cut off the fuel or the fire will grow." Good people heard this and reached for the shutoff valve, only to have their hands crushed under the golden boot of greed. Only to watch the owner of those boots open the valve wider. The fire shot across the basement floor while anguished human cries began to fill the air in Bangladesh and sub-Saharan Africa and New Orleans. "More fossil fuels," the man with the golden boots roared, and the flames climbed the stairs to the main floor of the house, threatening to bring down the whole structure with ourselves and everyone we love inside. "More fossil fuels," roars Golden Boots in the boardroom of NorthWestern Energy. Pay NorthWestern CEO Bob Rose $60,000 a week. Burn gas and coal to make electricity. They cost more than sun and wind, so we can charge our ratepayers more. And look up with me now at the second floor windows of this burning house to see the future if this continues. Children banging on the windows of time screaming, "Mommy, Daddy, why? Help me, save me." Does anybody doubt that that's where we are today? What are we to do? I see two choices. The fire grows until the house burns down, or the greed-fueled rampage is stopped and our house is saved. And who is to stop the rampage? We all know the answer. You and I. And only you and I. There's no one else. Are you ready for that? Yeah! I knew that answer. That's why you're here. You see the greed and violence and deceit inherent in an energy plan that calls for more fossil fuels and zero renewable energy in the middle of a climate emergency. And you call it by its right name, a crime against humanity.
Yes. Yes. Criminal.
You're tired of the national creed of make money and the harvest of despair it has produced. When the greed-fueled rampage is stopped, the fire will stop spreading, the flames will die down, and we will set about a mighty project of restoration of the only home any of us have ever known. But remember, the house can never be rebuilt if it burns down. And because it is the only conceivable such house, it cannot be replaced either. We must fight harder and harder until the climate threat is vanquished. We must prevail.
Yeah.
And no gold stars for effort either. As Winston Churchill said, we have got to stop saying we are doing our best. We must do what is necessary. And that means stopping NorthWestern Energy and their destructive plans for our future.
Right.
Yeah. Stopping them right now, today. And we must demand that the Montana Public Service Commission play its vital protective role.
Yes.
Amen.
That is why we are here. And I am proud to stand with you.
Yeah.